Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Charlie and today we are going to be doing sort of a trendy video. We're going to be tier listing all of the San Diego Comic-Con 2020 exclusives. We've got them all here on the screen. We've got all exclusives apart from obviously all Funko products apart from like the Loungefly, stuff like that. I'm not sure if they'll be releasing any of that for this con, but we have everything here, so I'm going to go through everything. I've got 5 tiers. We've got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. This is going to be obviously my opinion. If you think a pop is like your favourite more than another, like I choose, that's absolutely fine. I will mostly be looking at my favourites, but I'm also going to look at ones with amazing detail and the ones that are the most outstanding for the con. And then we've also got ones that just another cash grab. So I'm going to start off with the toucans. So there's 3 of these. So we've got first one, we've got the superhero one. So I would say it's a bit different from the one from last year. So I will put that it's not limited, so it'll be easy to get. I think it's better representation of San Diego Comic-Con because it's a superhero and that's what a lot of the con's based on. Obviously it's comics, so I would put that, I think, in B tier. Probably easy to get, obviously, like I said, for Funko shop, that'll be available. Next ones we got is the 2 astronaut toucans. So this, I would say, the white one's more representative of a spaceman. So I would put that, I think, it's not as strong as the other one though. So I will put that in probably C tier, because it's not as good as the other one. I think the superhero one's a lot cooler. So yeah, I definitely put that one there. And yes, and then we come on to the final one, which is the 1,000 piece one. And this is, you're being forced to pay $500 to get this, so I'm not quite happy about that. I hate when Funko do one specific pop that can complete a collection, but they decide to make it limited and make it harder to get for others. So yeah, I'm not going to put that high, I'm going to put that in the lowest. I just don't agree with Funko's method on that. Just trying to get people to sign up for something they might not even want. So that will be a very expensive pop, definitely. Next one is Steve Aoki, I'll get that correct. He is Rocks one. Great design for the pop, I must admit. The hair is like in the wind and everything. He's got the cake. I don't know how iconic that is I think there's a bit more of a niche or more of an older rock person or music person. So I would put that probably in C tier, I think, because the design's pretty cool. But for me, and obviously it's Toy Tokyo again, could be quite hard to get, we don't know yet. We've had multiple cons where Toy Tokyo have just ruined their exclusives through their site and the packaging. So yeah, I'll put that one there. It will go high on other people's lists, but not for me. Okay, next one we've got is the Jack from Jack in the Box. This is the ad icon. It's him like ripping open his shirt, and it's a pretty cool one. But the problem is, what I don't like is it's a cool reuse, but it's the reuse of I think a Superman from one of the DC lines from the TV shows. So, and as well with ad icons, it seems like they're pushing the boat with some of these. When they first started them out, they were a lot cooler. These just seem like they're trying everything now for every icon. So I'm gonna put that in probably C tier again. Not the best, but others people might love it. I just find it too creepy as well with the face. It's just disturbing. So I'll put that one there. Then we got Hello Kitty. This one's like the Sanrio ones. It's like a robot. So it's a nice design. It's like something you get in like Toys R Us back in the day. But I feel like we've got too many of them now. The Hello Kitties, the first thing, because obviously they brought a lot of value, the first wave. But these just seem a bit ridiculous, I don't know. Great for a Hello Kitty collector, but I think I'll put that once again in C tier. It's cool pop, but it's not breaking any boundaries on what it is, so it's not the best. Then we have Yzma, I can get it right, from Emperor's New Groove when he's a cat. And I've seen the scene this is in. It's quite a cool scene, a funny one. But I would put that, I think, in beta. It's one of those, the Disney collectors will love it. That line's quite raising value. So there's some love behind the Emperor's New Groove pops. But I like the design of it. It's a cool pop. It's just I haven't seen it, so I can't really put it any higher than what it is in beta. Next we've got the Kevin one, the Alien Remix. I do not like these pops. It just seems like they're kind of cash grabbing. I'd rather have a full-on 3-inch Kevin pop than this Alien mashup, because the only way you get Kevin was in the house set, which was annoying because I would have picked up Kevin if it wasn't for the. I don't really want a big house set of the house, even though it's a great set. But it's just, I'm gonna put that in beta. I feel like it's just, those lines are way too disturbing, and if you've seen the Wally one, no, I just don't like it. It's just not a nice pop. Yeah, so we go on to the Harry Potter pop. This is one from, I think, the Quidditch World Cup. We're getting too many Harry Potter pops, I think. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. There's some great pops out there with the, like, him on his broom with the golden snitch. This one, on the other hand, I don't feel like it's cool. I think I will put this in C tier. It's a nice one, but there's not much hype behind it. The hat's great, and the sculpting him clapping, but I think what would have got this higher if they did a 3-pack of Ron and Hermione. Sorry, my voice there. Yeah, if they had a 3-pack of them, I think they probably did that. They did that with the Weasleys set, with the other Ginny and the 2 twins. So I guess that's probably why they didn't want to do that one, but it should have been like that. That's my opinion. So yeah, that's that. Next one, we've got the Michelangelo. This is the one with the surfboard, the Comic-Con surfboard, and the trunks, this one's an awesome pop. This is definitely going to A tier. It's just a really cool one. Is that like the new update for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pops, because we haven't had them in a while. And it's just a great way to sum up Comic-Con. Even better than, I think, than the Toucan Bird and the superhero one. So yeah, that definitely goes in it. And then we go on to this one. This is the Sonic and, I think, the Super Sonic and Super Tails 2-pack from, I don't know which Sonic this is, but this is great. We got our first look at our first updated Tails in ages, and it's a great colour. The colour scheme they use is great, so I'm going to have to put that in S tier. Other people may disagree, but the Sonic pops are raising in value now as well, so there's a lot of hype behind the Sonic pops, and I definitely want to pick this up on Pop in the Box on release day. So yeah, definitely S tier on that one. So next we have the Sarah, I think Sarah Moosh, if I get that right, from Samurai Jack. This will be available from Toy Tokyo. Great design pop again. The Samurai Jack pops are amazing. They really brought some hype behind them last year in the New York Comic Con. I'll definitely put that in B tier. It's got a lot of potential. The problem is, obviously, Toy Tokyo, we don't know what they're going to do with their methods. Who knows what will happen. Hopefully they'll deal with it properly, and people who really want this pop can grab it. I won't be grabbing it, but hopefully everyone will be able to grab one. And then we go into the only Scott Pilgrim of the con. This is Wallace. See, the Scott Pilgrim pops, I've watched the film, great film. Some of the pops like this one, way too boring. I know Wallace is just, but I think you could have done him in a bit of a cooler pose or something a bit more him. But I know he's quite recognisable to people who watch the film, but people who haven't think, oh, I don't know who he is, so just a random dude with a phone. So I'm going to put that in, I think, C tier. It's great for the Scott Pilgrim people collecting, but it's not got a lot for it compared to the other ones in the con. So that's Wallace. Then we're going on to the 5 Marvel ones released this year. We've got, this is like kind of like a joke pop of the con. This is the Wade Wilson or the Deadpool from, I think it was the X-Men Origins film. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But it's a nice pop, but it's not going to get a lot of hype behind it. I haven't seen a lot. This is one of the least interesting pops in the Marvel line. So I'm going to put some great detail there, I must say, but it's one of the. I'm going to put it in C tier again. It's a cool detail pop, but from its past and its hate towards it, it's definitely going in C tier. I'll put that one. Next up is one of them from the Zombie in the Marvel Zombie line. This is the Zombie the Thing. This is probably one of the best pops of the con. Changed my mind. This is definitely goes in S tier. I probably won't be picking this up because I'm not the biggest fan of 10 inches. 10 please. But the detail on this, it looks like a custom. Someone's put a lot of hard work into this, and it really definitely does it justice in 10 inch. And the mould of it. Sorry about that. So yeah, I was saying before, the sculpture this is amazing. The detail with the skeleton behind it is great. Would have been cool, a bit of flesh on him, but obviously it's the Thing. He's made of rock, so probably not the best. But wow, it's a great pop. One of the best 10 inches again. So yeah, that's the Thing. Okay, then we go into our Stan Lee of the con. This is the cameo one from the first film, the Iron Man, where Tony thinks he's playing, well, thinks he's Hugh Hefner, the Playboy owner. So yeah, I think this is one of the strongest Stan Lee cameos. Like, we had from New York Comic Con, we had the Spaceman one from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Love that one. This one I really like. Again, I'm going to put that in A tier, probably because I'm a bit of a Marvel fanboy there. But it's the first cameo by him in the Marvel MCU, the new one. And yeah, it's a really good pop, and it's a great way to sum up Stan Lee. Then we go into I think one of the most detailed pops. Well, the next two will be. This is the Dark Captain Marvel. I'm not sure what significance this has in like comics wise, because I've never seen this. Obviously, it hasn't been in any of the films, but the design on this is amazing. Hopefully, it glows. I don't think it does glow. If it did, it's definitely in an S tier. But I'm gonna put that in A tier for now. If it glows, it definitely goes to S tier. But the design on it with the red markings all on the suit is amazing, and the translucent Power Blast is great too. So yeah, I'd say that's A tier. A lot of these, yeah, obviously Marvel are near at the top because I prefer them a bit more. But this one, the next one, Nightcrawler coming through the portal, is one of the best pops this con. Definitely going straight into S tier immediately. Design on it, people a bit disappointed there's no comic version. This is the movie one. But it's great detail. I'm definitely picking it up from Tesco when that comes out. So there's not much else to say about it. Well, there is loads to say about it, but it's detail. If you look closely on the pop, the detail is immense. So I'm definitely putting an S tier. And then there's another biased one by me, I think, but this is the Marty McFly from the poster when he's checking his watch from Back to the Future. The problem is, the thing with Funko is they have the bigger heads. He can't actually look at his watch because he's a smaller body. And as Collecting Plastic mentioned, it's just like a guy checking his watch, really. It's not. I definitely will be picking this one up, but I would say this goes in B tier because due to we're not getting any flames on the poster like on the road like the DeLorean makes, and it just looks like a guy checking his watch. His pose isn't the most accurate for the poster, so I'm going to put him in B, even though that will be definitely a pickup for me. And that's that, yeah. The next one we got is the Silent Bob, and I'm going for I think it's the Future Silent Bob, Volume 2, I can't remember the name. So this one, I would think, it reminds me of the Iron Man Mark 1 from the first film of Iron Man. I don't have no idea, the detail is great on it, but I have never seen the film, and apparently there's a lot of hate towards the newer reboot by Kevin Smith, so the detail on it, I'd probably put it in C tier. You know, the detail's great, it's just not a lot of love for that pop. There should be, but there's not. And I've never seen it, so I can't put it higher than what I think it is. So then we go into our office pop of the con. We've got, this is Cyclops, version 2. This is when he starts to upgrade over time. The skit's really good on The Office. A lot better than the first one. But I'm waiting for that final version. That is the best version of Cyclops. I would definitely want to pick this one up, but I want to put this in B tier. If it had, when we get to the third version, that would definitely be in A tier. But obviously, it's not. It's quite similar to the first version, so I think I'm gonna just leave it in B tier. Then we go into the games pop. I can't remember this person's name. It's the Witch one. I will put this. I don't know much about the game. I've never played the game. People who probably would play the game would love it. I'm going to put it in C tier, as it just doesn't really suit. It's a cool pop. The design's great on it with the broom and the hat. Just not for me, really. If you are a fan of the game, let me know what it's about, and I might look into it in the future. So yeah, then we go on to the next games one, which is obviously a lot more popular than the last game, is the Fortnite one. This is the Ripley one from Chapter 2. I think what's setting this one apart from being a better is if it's glow in the dark, and I'm scared what they're going to do is going to try and cash grab off this again like they did with the Ragnarok one and make it glow in the dark and a different version exclusive. This should have been it, glow in the dark in the first place, and that's it. But no, they'll probably make one. So I'm going to put that, even though it's a great design, and I hope they make a translucent head like the gelatinous cube from last card, ECCC. I'm going to put that in C tier again. I know what Funko are going to do, and that's what sets it in C tier compared to other ones. But yeah, you can see a bit from the list so far, I'm being a bit mediocre with some of them. There's a lot of mediocre ones, but there's a lot of great ones as well, I think. So there's a few ones I don't really like. You can see the two at the bottom. But yeah, so we'll go on to the new two Pokemon ones from this one. One makes perfect sense, being flocked, the Vulpix, because obviously it's more of an animal based. Mewtwo on the hand is going in D tier for me. It's definitely not what Mewtwo is not flocked. It's like a lizard. It's going to be more of a skin like ours. So, yeah, it definitely does not deserve flocked version, so that's why I'm going to put that one there. Even though I love the common Mewtwo pop, great pop, one of the best Pokemon ones. Vulpix, on the other hand, we'll put in B tier. One of the ones that deserves to be flocked, and does it justice there pretty well. Would have taken that over the common, to be honest. So, and the sticker does go well with that pop. So that's Vulpix. And then we go into the My Hero Academia one, the Bakugo or something. The next two, really, the two anime ones, are very detailed with like with the Boba Fett flying. This is like the booster, the flame coming out of the jetpack. So I'm gonna put that. I think I'll put B tier. I think that will rise in time. A lot of the My Hero ones do, the Comic Con ones. Yeah, I have faith in that one. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I probably won't be picking up myself, but I really have faith in that one, and its design is great, so it does it justice for that. I've never seen it shown, but yeah. And then we have Super Saiyan God Goku, I think. Yes. We've had one before, but this time it's him jumping like a flame behind him. So this should have been the only one. Obviously that's an older one. I would probably put that in C tier. Some others may disagree on that. I just feel like they could be doing more characters people mention, instead of just remaking ones from already been made. So that's Dragon Ball Z one. Then we go on to the, I think I'll cover all the Master of the Universe ones in one go. So we got it's Blast Attack and Clay? The Snapper one, the Lobster one. So I think these are really two cool pops. I'm going to put them both in B tier. I think they deserve. Move it like that. There we go. Yeah, they're good design ones. Obviously, I didn't watch the show growing up because I was a bit ahead of that time. But they do have, I think a lot of people love them. The problem is they're with Toy Tokyo, so people are a bit scared on whether they'll get them and if they'll not come damaged. So yeah, that's those two. Not much to say about them. They just look pretty wacky for, obviously, if we see a lot of the others. And then the two sodas, I'll put them. I think they're pretty cool, the sodas. I don't know if the Mossman is flocked or not. I'll put them both in C tier. I think the sodas, some sodas work well, some of them don't. These are okay, I would say, mediocre. And those two. I think I'll do the other two sodas now. The Nightmare Before Christmas one, the Clown, I'd put that in B tier, I think. It's a lot more, that one deserves to be in soda style. It works very well in that one. Crunchberry Beast I do not like. It's just not a fan. I'm going to put that in D tier. Just not one that really drives my attention. It kind of looks a bit uglier than the pop version. And then we go on to the 4 DC ones. I think this is one of the strongest DC waves we've had in a while for the cons. We'll start off with the Cyborg Superman. No idea the significance behind this one, probably from the comics. I definitely put that B tier. Great, I've seen the detail of it close up on a picture, and it does it justice pretty well. We've had it with the Cyborg one, the Cyborg Batman. That one was a bit boring, and this one looks like they're ramping up a bit there, so I appreciate that by Funko. The Ra's al Ghul, everyone's been waiting for one of them. I'm going to put that in A tier. I think that one looks great. I'm not sure, I only know the Ra's al Ghul from, played by Liam Neeson in the Dark Knight trilogy, but I feel like this one has a lot more potential than it does, and I hope it goes up and people get the hype behind it, because a lot of people were hyped for that when they saw the leaked list. Mr. Freeze, this is how you do Mr. Freeze. I've seen the actual picture of it. This is I'm going to put this in A tier. I think it's one of the strongest Batman ones with him, and it actually makes sense as well. It's glittered, and it also actually depicts him. That's actually in the film where he gets frozen in his Arnold, and it's so yeah, it's really funny, and that's one I want to pick up for that one. That's probably the strongest one, way better than the common. So that's what I like to see. There's a lot of uniqueness to it, and it's also movie accurate. So definitely an S tier pop for me. Then we come on to the final one. This is Black Lightning. I don't know why this one's limited. People think it will be a shelf warmer, but if you want to put a limited piece on, you do one that's only got more of a slight variant. I think it's a bit unfair with others, like we mentioned with the Toucan, but this one's an actual character that hasn't been made with Funko before in pop form, so I'm quite disappointed in its limitedness. It's cool pop with the goggles and everything. It kind of reminds me of A-Train from The Boys, so I don't know, might put that in C tier. It would be a bit high. I would put it in B tier, but that limited sticker on it just really affects it, to be honest. And then finally we go into the final 5 pops. This was kind of a weird surprise reveal. Now we're getting all Anchorman pops. There's no commons going out. This is just 5 going up onto the shop. I'm definitely going to put the Ron Burgundy in A. I haven't actually watched Anchorman, but I know the love behind it is very high. So yeah, that's a cool one. Definitely put that one in A tier. The one with the flute, not so much, because they were saying there was one guy missing, so that one would not be needed, so I put that in probably D tier. The one played by Steve Carell. I love Steve Carell. Don't know the significance of him, but I want to put him in B tier. I think that's suitable for him. The one with the scent, I'm going to put that in A tier again. I think there's something unique about that. I don't actually get the joke behind, but I think that's people can get behind that one. And then the final one, the pajamas and the dog, pretty funny moment. I think I'll put that in B tier again. A nice little, always good to have a dog or like a pet added into a Comic-Con one. I think you get more of your money's worth. And yeah, I'll probably want to pick them up because I don't think they'll be available in the UK, and I'll probably have to watch Anchorman before I get hyped on all these pops. So yeah, that was the list. So if I waffled on there a bit too much, but I think it purely reflects my opinion. I think a lot of great ones. I was surprised that we had that many in S tier and A tier. I think people, obviously I haven't seen a lot of the ones at the bottom of the shows, so I can't really put them higher. But there's some great detail ones. Obviously we get a few lazy ones, and some obviously cash grabs like the Toucan and I don't know what. Yeah, let's just not get into that. So yeah, that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I can be able to pick some of these up on day 1. I can do a hunt video. I haven't done one of them yet, so that's for the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and you've been watching the Funko Fox YouTube channel. Peace.